Welcome to St. Joseph Evangelization Network. I'm your host today, Peter Karutz. For the next 3 minutes, we are live here at the Two Hill in St. Louis, Missouri at Catholic Men for Christ. This is a convention with a couple thousand men who get together to grow spiritually and hear great speakers. And we are fortunate to be with one of our attendees, right?
That is
Deacon
correct.
DeNatale.
That's right.
Good to see you,
Nice
Deacon.
to see you.
Jim DeNatale.
Yes.
And you're heavily involved in the parish life as a deacon. I see your
That's
uniform has been faded here. You're washing it too much. The black looks gray.
Well, actually, it's a hand-me-down from a retired deacon, so it's not that
Could
bad.
be a relic, for goodness sakes.
That's correct. Although I could have agreed with you, and then it would have made me look like I've just been bleeding to death.
That's right.
With the ministry.
Right. Tell me what parish you're in, Deacon.
I'm in Holy Spirit Parish in Maryland Heights, Missouri, and I am one of two permanent deacons who are in the parish, and we are both newly ordained. We were just ordained last June at the Cathedral Basilica.
Well, you probably know some of my good friends who may have just become a deacon, which we'll talk about in a minute.
Sure.
And also, look, it's well before Lent, but let me just tell you, for Lent, I'll be speaking at Holy Spirit Parish during the Lenten series, so thanks for inviting us.
Well, you're welcome. We're looking forward to having you, and that'll be great.
It's parish life, right?
Correct.
We're here at the conference because we're trying to grow in our love of the Lord, grow in our knowledge, right? It shouldn't end when we are confirmed. What do you do at the parish for parish life? Let's say we're at a men's conference. How about the men? What are we doing for the men? What do we have to do as men to grow in spirituality?
Well, I think to grow in spirituality, it's necessary, first of all, to pray and to spend time with the Lord in Eucharistic adoration. We actually have an adoration chapel at our parish that was built as such, and anybody can go in there and spend time with the Lord. So prayer is certainly important. It's also important to be involved in the parish, to find out what your strengths are, and then to live those strengths in the parish life. We actually have programs there called Living Your Strength, where that helps men to discern what it is in their life that they could contribute to being Christ for others.
Can I get a little crude, if you don't mind?
Sure.
I think we men have to have some guts too. For goodness sakes, have guts. You said pray, right?
Yes.
I remember, I don't golf, but I know I was not being a good and participatory father. And my daughter's school had a fundraiser. It was a golf thing, so I joined the committee. I didn't join because I am a golfer. I joined because I needed to be a better father. I needed to be more involved in my daughter and what she was doing. And at the first meeting, I suggested that before our golf tournament, Catholic school, we say the rosary. You would have thought I was Jerry Seinfeld. I was Robin Williams, right? The laughing was roarous. And when it died down, one guy at the other end of the table said, I pray the rosary every day. He says, I start when I wake up. By the time I finish shaving, I'm done. I guess you can pray all the time.
Correct.
Then a second guy said, man, I do mine in about 15 minutes. I think I'm rushing through. It should be about 20. I just said something. And we had two men who had the guts to say, I do too. To this day, 7 years later, men get together at this Catholic school every first Friday to publicly say the rosary. We men have to have some guts.
Yes, yeah, and that is so important. And the other thing that we have to support one another, because prayer certainly is not only an individual thing that we do with God, but we do it as a community. And so we have an organization in our parish of men that get together usually twice a month, and they pray, and then they plan service activities. And you'll love the name of this organization.
I'm ready.
Okay, based on how you introduced me, the name of it is Mafia.
Yes!
Mafia.
Hey, it's a battle.
So Mafia stands for Men as Faith-Filled Followers in Action.
Wow. Well, the
Mafia.
only Italian, I know 2 Italian toasts, but the one that is best here is Buona Fortuna. Huh? So you have to have, I wish you great luck with that. And men getting together with other men are a key. So let me be very selfish here. We're here at the Catholic Men for Christ.
Yes.
Is this your first conference, or have you been here before?
No, I believe this is my 4th conference here. So,
You've been here and you've come back. Tell the men who are listening, maybe the women too, but tell the men who are listening why they should come next year.
Yes. Well, okay, so, as Catholics, we certainly believe that the Eucharist is the most important food that we receive on a regular basis, every Sunday or even daily. But every now and then you need some additional kind of food to help you along in your journey to spiritual growth within yourself and to bring others to Christ. This conference provides that spiritual food, that little added food that helps us in our journey to God.
There we are. And you mentioned adoration. We're out of time. Go to adoration. If you've never done it, do it. Spend an hour. You'll wonder how it slipped by so quickly, and you will be changed. My name's Peter Karutz. I'm here with Deacon DeNatale. Wishing you all the best, and come next year. And also, take a look at us on sjen.tv, St. Joseph Evangelization Network, where you'll find this interview and all kinds of resources and wonderful talks to grow in your own spiritual journey. God bless you all.